let's take a second and talk about the sport-life balance. Now, this is one of those things that people like to talk about, the balance of life and keeping everything in point. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, it can be good to strive towards some level of balance. But I'll say this, no one ever achieved anything great while being balanced. I always give the comparison to three things: sports, social life, and work. Or if you're in school, work and school, the same thing. You get to pick two to be good at and one to be great at. Meaning you can be great at sports, have an okay social life, and be really bad at school. You can be great at school, have an okay social life, and be bad at sports. You name the combination. You don't get all three. And as unfortunate as it is, you just don't have the time, the bandwidth, and the energy to go and be a super social person that's amazing at sports and has top grades. I'm sure there's someone out there that's doing it, but in general, they're missing out on the potential they could be doing on the other category. The biggest thing to remember is that you're always making choices with your priorities. And it's not that you have to choose, I can't have a social life, or I can't have sports, or I can't do school. It's remembering that you're generally sacrificing lots of time throughout the day on things that you don't ever really get the time back from. Like sitting on social media, endless text messages, looking at TV all the time, or scrolling through YouTube on your computer. Those things are not returning any type of investment on the time you're putting there. So if you're struggling with trying to manage two things, so let's say you're trying to be great at school and great at sports, or you're trying to balance work and be a committed person at your sport, you got to choose those two and make sure those are your two top priorities. You cannot continue to say, well, I'll have a little bit of this, I'm gonna eat my cake and eat it too, and I'm gonna spend time looking at my phone at night. It's not gonna work. The whole idea of balance is a vague concept that is not realistic. You have to choose your priorities and you have to go after them ruthlessly. And everything that doesn't make the cut has got to go. And it's okay if you're not balanced. If you're trying to be great, you're not gonna be balanced. But it's about weighing what you want and choosing the consequences and difficult decisions that come with that.